This San Marcos Fire Department's physical ability exercise consists of 4 separate events, designed to establish a list of trainable candidates who are physically able to perform essential job tasks at fire scenes. Event 4, Ability Course. This is a pass-fail exercise with a maximum allowable time of 7 continuous minutes. This event requires applicants to progress along a predetermined path in a continuous manner. Applicants must walk, not run, between and during all events. Applicants who continue to run between or during events after receiving a warning will be disqualified. If time elapses prior to the completion of all obstacles or an obstacle is not completed, the event is stopped and the applicant fails. Obstacle 4.1, Stair Climb. This obstacle uses a step mill set to approximately 60 steps per minute. The applicant must complete 2 minutes of uninterrupted stair climbing at the approximate rate of 60 steps per minute. The applicant may use the rails for balance, but not for support. Upon conclusion of the stair climb exercise, the applicant shall immediately walk within the established walkway to the next obstacle. A failure will result if the applicant is unable to complete the stair climb exercise, or if the applicant uses the rails to support their weight. Obstacle 4.2, 50-foot sled push. This obstacle uses a Torque Fitness Tank MX sled. The sled will be set to position 3, in MX mode, with an additional 135 pounds placed on top. For this obstacle, the applicant must push a sled 50 feet. A failure will result if the applicant is unable to complete the sled push. Obstacle 4.3, 50-foot weighted sled carry. For this obstacle, the applicant must lift the wheelbarrow side of the sled and carry it 50 feet. The applicant is permitted to place the sled on the ground and adjust their grip. A failure will result if the applicant drops the sled or if the applicant is unable to complete the carry. Obstacle 4.4, 30-foot sled push. For this obstacle, the applicant must push a sled 30 feet and then walk back 30 feet to the starting point. A failure will result if the applicant is unable to complete the sled push and walk. Obstacle 4.5, 30-foot sled pull. For this obstacle, the applicant must drop to at least one knee and pull a sled 30 feet, utilizing the attached rope. A failure will result if the applicant is unable to complete the sled rope pull. Obstacle 4.6, 100-foot equipment carry. For this obstacle, the applicant must pick up the 2 dumbbells from the ground, one in each hand, and carry them while walking 50 feet to a pre-positioned drum. Make a 180-degree turn around the drum and continue an additional 50 feet to the starting point. The applicant is permitted to place the dumbbells on the ground and adjust their grip. Once back at the starting point, the dumbbells must be placed on the ground, not dropped. The obstacle is concluded once both dumbbells are safely back on the ground. A failure will result if the applicant drops a dumbbell at any time during the exercise, or if the applicant is unable to complete the equipment carry. Obstacle 4.7, confined space exercise. This obstacle uses a 2-foot by 2-foot box that is 8 feet long and a high-rise pack consisting of a single 50-foot section of 2.5-inch fire hose. For this obstacle, the applicant must crawl through the 8-foot box. Once the applicant has successfully completed this task, they will stand up and pick up the high-rise pack. They will carry the high-rise pack while walking 50 feet to a pre-positioned drum, make a 180-degree turn around the drum, and continue an additional 50 feet back to the starting point. They will then set the pack down, and crawl back through the box. A failure will result if the applicant is unable to complete any portion of the confined spaced exercise. Obstacle 4.8, Rescue. For this obstacle, the applicant must drag a rescue dummy 50 feet to a pre-positioned drum, make a 180-degree turn around the drum, and continue an additional 50 feet to the finish line. The applicant is not permitted to grasp or rest on the drum. It is permissible for the dummy to touch the drum. The applicant is permitted to drop and release the dummy and adjust their grip. The entire dummy must be dragged across the marked finish line. This concludes the obstacle. A failure will result if the applicant is unable to complete the dummy drag, or if the applicant grasps or rests on the drum. Upon completion of all 8 obstacles, the official timekeeper will inform the applicant of their time and whether they passed or failed.